Well, good afternoon, folks, and welcome to eRev TV. I am the Twiz, and today I'm bringing you guys a good matchup from Go4LoL. And we have Team Solo Mid going to be taking on Team HKEGG in this matchup. Excuse me if I'm a little coffee today on the mic. I'm a bit under the weather, but I wanted to get this out here because this looks like a pretty solid replay. All right, let's get that fixed. So here's a little bit of a breakdown of the teams right now. We have Nob HK playing Corki, Makako Tabe playing Cho'Gath, Fiona Best on Nocturne, perhaps TKY on Janna, and Whitey's on Nidalee. Here you get an opportunity to take a look at some of their summoner spells that they're going to be taking. Leave that up for just a few moments. As we go to Team Solo Mid's roster, Reginald playing Gragas. So very nice to see Gragas in another game. He was in the ASL match I casted last week. West Rice is on Shen. The Rain Man, no surprise seeing him rocking out the little Mr. Teemo, special on Tarek. And then we see the odd one, of course their jungler, he's going to be on Warwick. So let's get this started underway and see exactly what's going to happen here as we are beginning this match. And let me just turn the audio down a little bit. Evidently it didn't go over for some reason when I did my LOL replay thing, but alright. So it looks like they're heading towards the blue buff, and this is a little odd. I expect to see the little thing here for the God Summoner spell, but don't have that, so we're going to make do with what we've got right here. Ward being dropped down at blue buff already, so very early ward. So who's the one that picked up that ward? It's going to be Janna, who went boots, a health pot, and a ward. And these guys are actually just going to post up over here in this bush and wait for these guys to come around. Look at that. So these guys come around, scouting it out, but that ward is there, so they know exactly what's going to be happening. Is right now they're going to come back there, and they're going to post up in that bush. We do have Earth the Manatee Corki. Clairvoyance did go out onto their blue. Nobody there. Both CVs on that blue. So these guys obviously looking like they're going to try to maybe play aggressive here. We see the odd one right now actually inside the bush here as Team Solo Mid is just kind of chilling, waiting for HKEGG to come around and attempt to grab their blue buff.
Minions have spawned.
And here they are all heading top part here. Going to come in and see if maybe they can snag them. CV should be up in just a moment. Clairvoyance comes up, they CV the bush, blue buff looks safe. So Solo Mid probably came back over to their blue fearing that it was going to be stolen by these guys. So Nocturne is in the jungle. These guys definitely in the jungle, so very nice. Nidalee going to be at the top lane, Corki going to be taking middle, Cho'Gath and Janna is going to be our lane that we see at the bottom lane. You see these guys being very, very passive coming through the bottom part of the jungle, not the middle part. Too many bushes and stuff that these guys could still be posted at here, trying to catch the rotation to the bottom lane. So that's why you want to make sure that you kind of head up this area. You see way too many teams get ganked from this bush here, this bush here. Even the ones up here and here, just because they rotate the wrong way. Look at that, and they go out of there. So all of them coming towards the middle lane. Nob HK flashing, getting underneath his tower so that he's going to be safe. And it looks like we're going to be seeing Reginald taking the middle lane. Tarek's going to begin floating. So it's going to be nice to see the roaming Tarek throughout this game. And then we're going to be seeing Shen at the bottom lane with Cho'Gath and a Janna. A little bit early action here as we're seeing the Rain Man along with Tarek kind of coming and harassing this jungle. So Fiona Best is going to really have to worry because Tarek's going to be roaming in and out of there. And you don't want to get caught at low health and get snagged up by him. Corki doing a good job with a lot of strong harass in the middle lane. We see Reginald already taken down to half health here. So Nob HK rocking the little Earth Corki here. Earth Rider Corki. Little Gatling gun strapped on his head. So it's a nice little sexy skin. Janna and Cho doing a lot of harass down at the bottom. We see West Rice already taken down to like 400 health. And being pushed back here. Up in the top lane, Nidalee going up against Teemo. and she's just like beating away at that tower there. Teemo using move quick, trying to chase Nidalee down. I don't know exactly what her health is, but it can't be very high. Well, it might be now. She popped that heal. But a little bit about starting items right now. Corki picking up that Sapphire Crystal and a health potion. And we have Cho'Gath grabbing that Doran's shield. So we're going to see him with down here. Janna picked up the boots and a health pot. Nocturne, obviously, he's just now grabbing his boots, but he started cloth armor and 5 health pots. And Nidalee with the Doran's ring. And as we look at the other guys here, Gragas picks up that Doran's shield early as well. Shen with the Doran's shield. Doran's blade on Teemo. Especially with boots and some health pots. And Warwick with a longsword. And I'm sure that he had a health pot with that as well. Clairvoyance goes out again, catching Warwick at the red buff. And right in that there. Right in the bush. I don't think anybody's going to be able to go over there. Nocturne now trying to come middle. Corki, Valkyrie up and over. Gragas going to be able to use that. Gosh, I keep forgetting what his skills are. I don't see him being played that often anymore. But his little dash to get out of there. So Special now finding his way towards the bottom lane, where we're seeing Cho'Gath and Janna. Looks like they're going to be doing a little bit stronger in the lane. Cho'Gath already with 20 CS, and compared to the Shen down there, who's at 18, so they're pretty even. Janna has a 0 CS right now, so she has yet to try to take any of this farm. She's just attempting to zone these guys out of here. Gragas and Corki going at it there. Ignite going out onto Corki. Corki, it's not going to be enough to kill him, but it may be enough to force him back. Nocturne coming out from the jungle right now. Clairvoyance off to the side, make sure Warwick's not there. Nocturne positioning himself, getting ready to go in, and there we see Dustbringer going out, not landing it. Reginald barely getting out of the way of that Dustbringer, and he is going to survive this. Nocturne's going to cover middle. I'm sure we're going to see Nob HK go back now. And Shen comes back over. Clairvoyance goes out. Stun from Tarek on Cho'Gath. Shen coming in with the taunt as well. And Cho'Gath is going to be safe here. Yeah, with, I mean, it's Cho'Gath and you've got Janna there. So, I mean, it's going to be really tough to focus him and take him down right away. Westrice like going down to about half health. Reginald at half health here. Nob HK looked like he was going to go at it there, and then we see an ultimate from Gragas just to push him back. A lot of what we're seeing the skills from Reginald right now is to get Corki down to a little bit lower health. So if you can get Corki from, well, full health to half health, then you can still not completely lose lane control and get zoned out. Looks like Reginald's going to try to go back there. Corki with a Missile Barrage going to cancel that, and he's just going to back up a little bit and dip out. So no action yet. We're 7 minutes, 23 seconds into this game, so no first blood. But we have seen these towers take a lot of damage. Nidalee has just been chipping away like crazy at the top lane. Corki's been chipping away in the middle lane as well. So these guys are just kind of, well, he hasn't chipped away too much, but these guys are trying to beat down some of these towers. Janna puts a ward down here at the, you know, you can kind of catch Dragon. You also catch that little entryway, so good ward placement. You also see another ward up here that's going to be watching the three-way, as well as you get that corner of the river. Tarek coming to the middle lane just to relieve Reginald. So Reginald's going to go out now and not let this farm and this experience go to waste. And we see Tarek moving over to block that Missile Barrage so that Reginald could get out of there. And we may possibly see the first blood at the top lane as we see Nocturne position. No, he is getting out of there. He's just teleporting out. Wow, I thought he was coming in to attempt for a gank here since he's now level 6, but nope, he was not. Oh, now he's going. I don't know exactly what's going on. Whether he wants to go, whether he doesn't. No! There he goes. He's in with his ultimate. Nidalee coming in to chase as well. Tower being focused. Oh, tower focusing on both of those guys there, but they're both going to drop. So that was 2 for 1. Solo mid going to come out ahead on that.
An ally has been slain.
And that is very, very annoying what had just happened there. As soon as, as soon as Corky like teleports back, once he goes to the well, it automatically moves my camera. So, yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that he was doing that, or I might have been able to stop that from happening, but I was too busy focusing on the action. So 2 for 1 right there. So Teemo does go down, but the tower takes, I think Teemo's going to get the kill with mostly the help from the tower on one there, and then Warwick sneaks in there to snag the other one. So, nice job there. Down at the bottom lane, looks like Janna and Shen kind of battling it out. Shen definitely getting the advantage over there. And we just spotted Tarek like right in this area here. Was in Corky's line of sight, so he's going to come around, maybe shoot a couple missiles and poke around a little bit. No, he's actually going to be getting red buff. So looks like Fiona Vest is going to give him red. Teemo and Nidalee running each other in the river here. Teemo did get his blind out. Nidalee taking quite a bit of damage. She jumps up, pops out that hill, spear is out, and no, it is not going to be one that lands. It is a miss. So let's look up. Warwick dropping out a pink ward here, and he's going to counter the ward from Janna. Ward has expired here, and then we see one more ward tossed up by Nidalee just to help cover that top lane so that she can see if Warwick does come in, or maybe even Gragas tries to come into the middle lane. Teemo's doing the good old Doran stacks. Dorans. 3 Dorans and Madred's Razors right now. And the big theory on the Rain Man is this guy is the, Teemo god of League of Legends. This is the only champ that this guy plays. He just Teemos it up. So they did drop a ward here that's going to hopefully be out of the way of that pink ward. Was it? I think it barely was. So these guys now going to try to use this as an attempt to get Dragon. Barrel roll from Reginald up there. You see Dragon's trying to poke away at it. He does not have a whole lot of mana to be able to do anything. And now we're going to see Cho'Gath, Janna, and Nocturne all coming down here. And that's going to push these guys back, even though that Dragon is almost down. Silence from Cho'Gath. We're seeing Warwick. He's now going to be the one that goes after the Dragon, and the fight is happening. Janna being forced to use her ultimate, pushing the team back here. She is ignited as well, trying to escape from this. And looks like first Dragon's going to go towards Team Solo mid. So they're going to pick up that first set of global gold here. And not much HK could do on that. Oh, what an ultimate from Gragas there that stops both of those guys. Janna nearly dead, trying to run away from there. Gragas now pushing in along with Warwick. And looks like they're all just trying to go after Janna. Warwick taking some tower shots here. Using his ultimate on Cho'Gath just to get out of there. And immediately his health dropped down. Shen being forced to use his ult onto Warwick now. Warwick trying to escape with no help. And we see Corky coming in with the Gatling gun. And Shen is going to drop down at the hands of Cho'Gath. And Nob HK going to even the playing field there. They are now 2-2 each. I don't know how Janna survived that. She was at like 66 health and just kind of juked around the tower as those guys attempted to come in, shielding herself and able to do that. Nob HK that whole time had very, very little mana. So Gragas is just going to hang out at bottom lane and gather up some of this farm. The farm frenzy still going on up top between Teemo and Nidalee. Right now we're seeing Teemo sitting at 80 CS. Nidalee is currently sitting at 85, so very, very close matchup up there at the top lane. Tarek now roaming towards the middle lane just to make sure that this farm goes somewhere. It's kind of useless to have a lane open with nobody there, especially your middle lane. Put somebody there, even if it's Tarek. I mean, people are like, oh, well, Tarek's not supposed to get farm. Well, if nobody else has the opportunity to do it, I mean, just give it to him rather than nobody. So let's go ahead and pause this real quick and take a look at the level differences right now. We have Corky at level 10, Cho'Gath at level 8, Nocturne at level 7, Janna at level 6, and Nidalee at level 10. Gragas is level 9, so he's actually probably about a half a level down from Corky there, from their middle lane, sitting at 76 CS, Corky at 83. So that's how that's going. Shen at the bottom lane, paired up against Cho'Gath. So Cho'Gath is at 74, Shen is at 55, so he's taking quite a bit more of the farm there. Janna is at 8, Taric is at 14, both at level 6. Teemo is at 85, Nidalee is now at 90, so both very close there as well, 1 kill apiece to each of them. And then let's look at the junglers. Warwick's at 45 right now, Nocturne is at 41. Warwick has a kill, Nocturne does not. So that's kind of the roundup of that stuff. Items, I'm going to hold this here for just a second for you to take a look at items. Nothing really crazy coming out. One thing we will notice is that we do see a completed Man Immune from Corki, as well as a Wriggles Lantern from Warwick. Looks like Nocturne's still attempting to build his Wriggles. Doesn't have it up yet, but he has been consistently warding throughout this game with the Vision Wards. So that's just a quick little update here. And let's get right back to the action. As we see Nidalee and Teemo, again, just kind of battling it out up there. And she's going to be a little bit more aggressive here because we do see Nocturne coming up. Nocturne's just going to cover this lane. Nidalee going to use this as an opportunity to back off, buy her items, heal up, all those goodies. And we see Shen attempting to try to zone Janna out at the bottom lane here. Just kind of pushing away the taunting, using those Vorpal Blades to try to harass her back and get her out of the experience. Gragas will be going AP, missing his ultimate there. Corki going right after him, and dashes out of there. He's not going to take any more unnecessary damage. But he's going AP, so we see with the needlessly large rod, he did pick up a Doran's ring as well as his Doran's shield, and now he's got a set of boots. So this is putting him at about 101 AP, 140 AP right now. That's just because of his little E-skill though. Nidalee now going after Teemo again, and just trying to harass back here. She throws the spear, but again, no luck there. Going back into the Cougar form, but no, exhausted by Teemo. Teemo now going after, she is almost dead. Teemo chasing this down, spear comes out, and she is going to barely get out of there. Sitting at 265 health. No ultimate from Nocturne to be able to get over there. Nocturne kind of bumping into Warwick, who's around Baron now. CP goes out. And Warwick going to be hitting up his Wraith spawn. Taric coming to middle as well to roam this up a little bit. Corki and Janna both kind of sitting here. She's just going to shield and kind of back off. So shield and back off, shield and back off. Ultimate from Gragas again. But all that we've seen there was a bunch of creeps just get exploded. Warwick being spotted here. He is now ghosted. Nidalee going to get right into this brush. Clairvoyance goes out. Ward comes down. Warwick using that ultimate to snag her. Teemo running fast and fast, trying to get up to her. Warwick beginning to chase as well. And she gets up, throws the spear. I don't know if that hit or not. It looks like it went right through, tossing a heal out onto herself as well to make sure she gets away from that. And we know Warwick is posted up in this bush right now because we haven't seen him reveal himself on the mini-map here. Warwick coming out one more time. Nid back into Cougar form. And straight towards that tower. They don't have enough CC without his ultimate to be able to stop her from being able to get away. So we are, guys, nearly 17 minutes into this game. 16 and a half minutes to be exact right now. 2 kills from each team here. And very, very even farm. So up to this point, I can confidently say that at 16, almost 17 minutes, this is going to be anybody's game. And looks like, I think that they grabbed another dragon here. Not for sure. So, X-Specials items, he grabs Heart of Gold and a Philosopher's Stone. So, more gold per 5, help him with his warding throughout this game. Teemo Shroom's going down there. And guys, we are just a few minutes away from where this game is going to begin to really start to pick up on some action. We're going to start seeing a lot more aggression coming around Dragon. And we're going to see a lot more aggressive behavior around the warding as well, as far as counter warding. So we should be almost at the time where we're going to see Gianna beginning to pick up in oracles, as well as Tarek grabbing in oracles as well. And look at this, we have Nocturne and Corky both going after it. The odd one, as well as Reginald, both coming to help. They're playing Gragas and Warwick. And these guys are going to get out of that fight. Both teams playing very, very passive. So it was no level 1 fight. And again, guys, this is such a close game. These guys are coming towards Dragon right now. So Gragas coming from middle, he's going to try to come in and help here. Shen coming from the top lane, or bottom lane, he's going to come help as well. So it's going to be a 4-on-4 fight right now. And right now, I really feel like Team Solo Mid's going to be the stronger one for this fight. Cho'Gath coming in, they're going to push him out. Ward comes down, Nocturne in with his ultimate, but no, the rest of the team not there to help. Cho'Gath being forced up into that fight. This is the Rupture and the Silence. Corky continuing to harass from the side here. Ultimate from Gragas, and this puts Nob HK in a really bad spot as we see Nocturne immediately just taken down there. Once that ultimate from him comes off. Corky continues to try to spam Missile Barrage. Turns around, he's got his Gatling gun out and going. Shen up and around with the taunt. Gragas is still there. And now we're seeing Cho'Gath coming here. These guys have turned to be a little bit more aggressive. Nidalee, I don't think so. Yeah, Nidalee is able to kill Teemo at top, so now she's going to be at a strong advantage to be able to push us. So we may get a tower down up here, but these guys may end up losing Dragon as we're seeing them still attempting to defend this. Nocturne is now back to life and running down here to help. HK definitely turning the situation around for him as we see him take Warwick and Shen both down there. That's going to leave Gragas, and now we're seeing Nidalee just beating away at this tower up here. So the one tower that goes down is going to be for HK, and Dragon has not gone down yet. These guys are still going to have an opportunity to take that. So Teemo responding by going back towards the top lane after Nidalee. They do not want to lose that tower. Gragas being a little bit more aggressive here as we see him pushing up on this tower right now. Gianna and Nocturne, the two closest people here. This tower is going to be down below half health before they're able to get up there and
has destroyed a turret.
Do anything. But in return, we do see Corky and Cho'Gath both able to take the bottom lane tower. The middle tower almost down. These guys need to try to push these creeps. It has 298 health left. Nocturne looks like he's going all over Gragas. Gragas being feared. He's almost dead there. Had about 470 health left or so. And now we're going to see HKEGG attempting to go for the second dragon. We're seeing Gragas and Warwick both coming from the middle lane. Shen coming from the bottom lane as well. And these guys backing out of dragon now. And in return, look at this. We're going to see Team Solo Mid poking out a little bit, maybe using this as an opportunity to get it. Teemo's already pushed up towards the top lane. Nidalee having to respond and back out of this fight to head towards the top lane to defend that tower as Teemo's just eating away at it. Now we're seeing HK going after the dragon. So a lot of action around this dragon, just like I told you there would be. And look at that, Fiona Best being caught off guard. Cho'Gath in there with the Rupture, as well as the Silence trying to save her. She's almost dead. Warwick coming in with his ultimate, and down goes Fiona Best. Nob HKEGG and Gianna both trying to push Reginald back. He does have to be backed out of the fight. Gianna with her ultimate enough to try to push her back, but that's not going to do it. Shield onto Corky. Corky trying to run away. Gianna is going to get ready to pop that whirlwind out. It is almost up. Cho'Gath coming in as well towards the middle lane. And now we're seeing Gragas almost dead. But look at this, Nidalee rotating from the top lane. This is the fight changer. But she's immediately going after Tarek. Tarek down to about 600 health. Shen coming with the taunt to try to hold her back. Gragas, and there's... And look at that! We see Cho'Gath being able to take down Tarek. Shen going on to Gragas. Gragas going to die here too. So, Nidalee being a big, huge decision maker in that fight right now as we see him going back into Puma form, trying to chase down this Shen. Shen dash up and through the wall. And he's going to get out of there safely. But Teemo was able to take down that tower, so these guys both 1 for 1 on tower right now. Dragon did not go down here. So as far as global gold goes, Team Solo Mid still in the lead by being ahead 1 dragon at this point.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
And as soon as I say that, Nidalee's able to snag that bottom lane turret. Teemo chasing down Nocturne. Fiona Best using Best Finger to speed up and try to get out of here. Teemo still chasing. Clairvoyance comes out, and Nocturne's going to get away safe here. Drops down a ward to cover little three-way here as well as
Your
defensive board
turret
on blue
has
buff.
been destroyed.
So, it's about that time again. Let's go ahead and pause it and give a quick recap of what exactly is happening in this game. As of now, Corki is level 13, has 142 CS, and he's already built up Manamune and his Sheen. And he's building into his Zeal at this point, and has Mercury Treads. He was up against Gragas in the middle lane, who has a Doran's Shield, already built his Rabadons, still with the Doran's Ring, and has yet to complete his boots. Probably going to go... I'd say he may even risk it, go Sorcerer's Boots here. As we go towards the bottom lane, what we see at the bottom lane, we've seen Cho'Gath there. Cho'Gath already building up his Force of Nature, still has a Catalyst and a Negatron Cloak, so early magic resists, and he's picked up his Mercury Treads as well. He was up against Shen, who's built 2 Hearts of Gold, Mercury Treads, and has a Giant's Belt. Supports down at the bottom lane, we're going to be Janna. Janna's just continuously building up Hearts and Gold and going to begin warding. Taric has built up Hearts of Gold, Heart of Gold, 2 Philosopher's Stones, and some Sight Wards. So again, a lot of warding on these guys. Neither one's completed their boots at this point. And let's go to the top lane where we see Nidalee taking on Teemo. Nidalee at 165 CS. Teemo leading the pack the whole game with 171 right now. Teemo's built 3 Doran's Blades as well as his Madrid's Razors, and he's picked up a Malady already. And chose to go Ninja Tabby. Nidalee picked up her needlessly large rod, does have a blasting wand going to be built in Rabadon's, does have her Ginsu's Rage Blade, and she's going to be building her boots into some Merc Treads here as well. So now the only thing that we've got left to cover here in this quick recap is going to be the junglers. We see Nocturne finally finishing up his Wriggles Lantern. Warwick has the Wriggles Lantern and chose to go with the Heart of Gold on top of that as well. He has finished his Mercury Treads. Nocturne does not have his Merc Treads yet. So he's sitting at 76, Warwick is at 79, but has 2 kills ahead of this. Fiona Best has died 3 times already as Nocturne and been the only 3 of the 4 deaths for Team Solo Mid. Or I'm sorry, for Team HKEGG. And let's get back to the action, guys. Gragas and Taric going to be grabbing the blue buff. And we see both teams warding there. Janna has picked up her Oracle's Elixir, so they're able to take down that ward here. Cho'Gath going for the steal on it. I don't think he was able to get that steal, though. Tried to go for that Rupture Silence quick enough to snag that blue buff. And Clairvoyance does go out. You see HKEGG going for their dragon. And they're able to pick that up, and that puts HKEGG actually in the lead with global gold at this point because they have 2 towers. Or no, I'm sorry, it's dead even. Nope. Yep, they're ahead. They have 3 towers. Yep, 3 towers and a dragon. I knew they were ahead. Teemo running around dropping some shrooms out here. More mushrooms. I really wish I had the Eye of God spec mode here so I can see exactly how much shrooming and where it is at. And Janna with her Oracle is going to be going through and taking down these mushrooms. And wait, look at this! They do catch her there. 3v1 situation on Teemo. Teemo flashing up and over the wall, but not before we're seeing Nav Valkyrie up and over. Nocturne with his ult going and finishing it off. Fiona Best really needed that kill to come back into this game and needed that farm for some of the items. So it was really important that she jumps right in there and gets that. So what we're seeing here is Janna looking for any wards around Baron, because these guys are at the point where they're like, you know what, it's an option. Maybe we can start poking at this Baron and maybe we can take it. And that's exactly what we're going to see. We're going to see Nav going for what I consider a quite early Baron, as they're 24 minutes into this game, and we've seen very little action. The scores moving forward in favor of HKEGG. Cho'Gath comes around here as well. Janna using her ultimate to heal everybody up, and there shouldn't be much that's going to stop these guys from death. We see Warwick and Gragas both at the bottom lane there. Taric sitting at the middle lane. Right now, Solo Mid completely unaware that HKEGG grabbed the Baron buff. Up until now, because now they're seeing Nidalee with that Baron buff in the middle lane. So these guys going back for items. Poking going to grab a Sheen.
Gianna may start building her Aegis quite soon. Nope, she goes for cooldown reduction boots. Yet to see an Aegis of the Legion built from, I think, either team at this point. Which is usually something you see quite early in these games. It makes such a large difference. Cho'Gath already rocking out his 6 stack of Roonies here. Big giant Cho. And we're seeing Gianna right now. She is just searching for wards. Ward hunting, and more ward hunting. HKEGG's taking the middle with very, very little, well, pretty much no resistance from Team Solo mid. And they're pushed up, attempting to chip away at the top lane, or the middle second tower as well. Shen's pushed the rather large creep wave towards the bottom here. But that tower, I believe, is at full health, so not going to have any problems there. Middle tower, a lot of aggression around there. The tower is almost dead, and look at that. Even with them attempting to defend it, that tower is still going to go down. Nidalee landing a nice spear from middle onto Shen. A bit long distance one. We see about 3 or 4 bars just instantly taken away. Taric now going in here. We're going to actually see a team fight right now. And look at that. Cho'Gath is immediately hitting Taric. Taric going down. Gragas at very, very low health now as the rest of the team can't chase him. Fiona Best going after the Teemo. Trying to go after the rest of the team. Not around. Fiona Best being put in a bad spot. She is always going downhill from Italy. And we're seeing Cho'Gath come there. Rupture and silence. And that's going to take down Shen. And there we see the Rain Man. HKEGG looking very, very strong up to this point. And looks like they're probably going to be winning this. They're my favorites at this point. Whitey's doing a great job there. She picks up 3 of those kills, grabbing the triple kill during that team fight. Bounce going in the middle tower. Next, we're going to fall up under the inhibitor. And the middle inhibitor is down as well. Tarek's going to be the first one up. And these guys backing out of there, they're going to head over towards the, looks like towards the blue buff. Red buff going to Corki here. Blue buff going to be going to Nidalee. So Corki has finished his Trinity Force. Gianna picking up a Negatron Cloak and a Doran's Ring. And maxing out at her 5 wards here. Corki snags her red. He's going to be able to gather up the blue buff here. Already hitting for 193 damage like a boss. Just going to be melting teams. Clairvoyance goes out. Gianna attempting to run into some people, spotting a special there in the woods. Ward going down on top of that mushroom. And we're seeing HKEGG gather up their farm as well, so no turtling jungle stuff from there. Oh, Reginald eating that spear from Nidalee. We just seen his health immediately go to like half health there. So he took that one right to the face. Next fight's going to be around this tower here at the top lane, which is nearly dead already. And there it goes down. Cho'Gath trying to come in and initiate this. Rupture is out, especially doing a great job of shooting around that. here we go. Next fight should be coming up there. Going after the tower here. Stun from Tarek. On to Corky. Corky being pushed back here. We see Janet just consistently shielding Corky here to give more and more damage output to what he's already got. So Corky gets some free BF swords there. Middle lane, the creeps have begun pushing in, so Shen's going to be forced back here to attempt to defend that. And that's going to put this in a 3-on-4 fight right now. This guy's going in for the tower. The odd one, look at how much damage he just immediately takes there. Tarek trying to go for a heal here. And the tower does go down. Nocturne going straight in there right after Teemo, but Nocturne all by himself. Italy with the spear there on Teemo. Oh, and look at that. The Rain Man just got gobbled up by Makako Tabe. Italy going to just rip away at some Shen, and now they're going to be taking the top inhibitor here. And Team Solo Mid tossing out a good game. As they've now pushed towards the middle towers, and they're going to finish both of these off and head right towards the Nexus, guys. This is going to be a good game here. As we see Knob HK playing Corky, leading the team HK to victory here. Great job from all those players. Let's get a final quick peek at the scoreboard. Oh, I don't think I can get a quick peek at the scoreboard there. I don't think I can rewind it. But basically a lot of that was just Nidalee coming through there, and they just had so much consistent damage. So thanks for watching, guys, and hope you enjoyed this little cast here from EREV TV. Adios.